So be honest with me. When you hear the name Bridgeworm, what's the first thing you think of? Be real honest with me. Is the Alaskan bullworm from SpongeBob. I know for a fact, because that's the first thing I think of as well. But no, Bridgeworm is something entirely different. Here's the picture of the Bridgeworm, another creation by Trevor Henderson, you know, the person who made Siren Head, Cartoon Cat, a bunch of other things that I'm probably forgetting, but a lot of creepy critters. And Bridgeworm just looks super interesting. Like, is it called Bridgeworm because it lives in a bridge? Anyways, we're back again on Clark Titter's channel, and we're gonna check out who is Bridgeworm. So he's gonna explain to us exactly who Bridgeworm is. Before we figure everything out though, make sure you leave a like right now and don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future videos. No, I'm serious. Go leave a like right now. I'm not playing anymore. Y'all never listen when I say that stuff, so this time I'm gonna wait until you actually do it. Thanks. Oh my god. Did this dude just try to hit me with the jump scare?
The bridgeworm is a species of creature that makes its habitat the various tunnels across America.
So wait, I was right. It lives in tunnels. So why is it called the bridgeworm? It should be called the tunnel worm. But that just sounds nasty now that I've said it. Tunnel worm. Okay, I get it. Trevor Henderson, good choice.
It resembles a large, white, fleshy mass with a portion of its head having grooves and markings that resemble a human face. This isn't the bridgeworm's actual face.
What? So the bridgeworm has a human face, but it's not his actual face. That reminds me of that one monster, you know, from the spirit world in Avatar, The Last Airbender. I forgot what the name is. If y'all remember the name and if you know exactly what I'm talking about, please leave it down below in the comment section. I'm sure you guys know, because if you haven't seen Avatar The Last Airbender,
go watch Avatar and then come back.
Its true face is actually underneath. It can lift this mask of sorts to reveal rows of sharp teeth and disturbingly human-looking eyes.
Wait, so this is its actual face? That's so creepy. So we can see it has teeth. It has a place where a nose is supposed to be, but it just looks like a big hole. So I don't know if that's a nose surgery gone wrong, which might explain why Bridgeworm is so angry at people. Just something I noticed.
As it only reveals its true face during hunts, it's assumed that the bridgeworm has more senses than suggested. There are also 2 long, powerful arms it needs to grow. These clawed appendages allow the bridgeworm to rapidly move through tunnels by grabbing the walls and rapidly pulling itself forward.
Oh my god, can you imagine seeing that? Imagine, for some reason, you decide to explore, I don't know, an abandoned rail track tunnel, and then suddenly you hear like these sounds of something grabbing the wall, moving along the wall, and you look straight forward, you aim your flashlight, and you see Bridgeworm just like this. It's like the one scene in The Ring where she climbs out of the well. Actually, you guys are probably not old enough to see The Ring, which means absolutely nothing because I saw it when I was 7 and I'm still traumatized to this day, but I turned out just fine.
The creature also uses its arms to grab its prey and rip it apart with monstrous strength into smaller pieces for easier consumption. Though it's not uncommon to just swallow the prey whole. Its name is actually a misunderstanding because the bridgeworm is normally discovered in tunnels. It's that the first mentioned viewing was at a tunnel under a bridge.
Oh, see, now the name makes sense. I can't even criticize it anymore. 100% perfect name. Mwah. I wouldn't have been able to think of a better name. Bridgeworm, yes, sure. He lives in tunnels, but the first time he was seen, it was in a tunnel under a bridge. Hence the name Bridgeworm. Perfect, perfect.
And the name stuck. Tunnels are the creature's hunting grounds, and usually it does so by disabling cars and ripping people out of their car windows. Though it's easier if it's just a person walking in the tunnel. Its presence can be discovered in several ways. First off, the tunnels it hunts in have broken lights. The acidity of the slime it oozes as it travels is able to eat through the bulbs of the lights.
But wait, my hallway also has broken lights. Matter of fact, most of the rooms of my house don't have lights. I know, it's really sad. It's me, Dark. Almost 2 million subscribers, but I can't afford light bulbs. Please donate some likes below. We're gonna go for 5,000 likes. No, 10,000. No, 20,000 likes on this video. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications if you haven't already, because listen guys, did you know if you don't have post notifications turned on when you subscribe, you won't get any notifications when I go live or upload a video or make a post. I don't know why you wouldn't want that. I really don't.
This acid also leaves the tunnel walls and floors unusually smooth.
Are these his kids?
The lack of traction on the floor has led to an increase in accidents for drivers, especially during the winter when this discharged slime freezes. It basically becomes black ice. At first, the multiple vanishings and deaths were attributed to other creatures, legitimate accidents, and coincidences. But that is when it was discovered that the Bridgeworm isn't just an isolated creature, but rather an invasive species. This creature, usually seen as a long, white worm-like thing, can bud itself off.
So there's multiple Bridgeworms. But how does Bridgeworm travel from one tunnel to another? Because I know this isn't well known, but not every single tunnel in the world is connected to each other. So how does he end up in, like, is it possible to see the Bridgeworm outside of a tunnel? It has to be, because otherwise it'll just be in one connected tunnel for its whole life. There'll be like 10 Bridgeworms fighting for all the meat in one tunnel. Doesn't sound very efficient.
It actually explains why there are more survivors than estimated. The creatures don't always attack for subsistence. It will attack a large truck or semi, and during the attack will rip a portion of its tail off and attach it to the undercarriage of the vehicle. After that, the worm will stop its attack and retreat. The driver, having gotten away, will usually write off the attacker's exhaustion from the many hours of driving.
What? So if you're a truck driver and you get attacked by a huge, I'm saying huge worm with a human face, you would say, nah, I didn't see that.
I was probably just exhausted.
No, you will never see me do that. No, ma'am. You know what happens when you get exhausted? You fall asleep. You don't think straight. You don't start hallucinating. Unless you've been up for like, what, 4 days? But if you're up for 4 days, you shouldn't be driving a truck. Matter of fact, you still won't see a Bridgeworm if you stayed up for 4 days and you're driving a truck.
No.
What you will see though is probably your car driving off the highway. Because don't drive when you're sleepy. PSA by me, Dark. Now leave a freaking like, dude. I asked like 5 times. Are you still not gonna leave a like? Like, what's wrong with you? Come on. If you don't leave one now, I'm gonna be begging again in like 2 minutes, so might as well get it over with.
They will then keep driving as the bud grows and grows. Once that driver passes through an unoccupied tunnel, the bud will drop off the truck's undercarriage and then grow into a new Bridgeworm.
So Bridgeworm starts
This
out
was
small.
discovered when the agency was able to recover one such egg or bud from a survivor.
Did he just say agency? Wait. What agency? This is the first time I've ever heard about any kind of agency. What are they talking about? Is there an actual agency investigating this stuff? If y'all have any more information about the agency, please leave it down below in the comment section, because I want to know more. I'm kind of in shock. I didn't know there was any agency investigating this stuff. I thought it was just me and Billy and Clark.
A trucker named Red and his truck, which he affectionately named Betsy.
Aww.
Red was lucky enough to encounter the back end of the worm as it was filling a tunnel at the time. Before he realized it, the tunnel rapidly vacated itself. Thinking it was a weird snowfall and it being late, Red decided to keep going. Going down the tunnel, Red was attacked by the Bridgeworm. It was able to stall out Betsy's engine. It also left several large gashes alongside the cab. Red was lucky enough to get the engine started and was able to escape the chasing Bridgeworm.
But nah, that didn't happen. He was probably just exhausted. That's all it was. You know, can't explain the gashes in the truck and the fact that you definitely saw what you saw. Nope. You're exhausted. That's the story we're going for. I have a feeling the agency has something to do with that explanation, you know. Maybe they're the ones that talk to the truckers when they try to tell someone about what they saw, and then they convince them that it's not what actually happened. They just imagined it. They just haven't slept enough.
When he got into town, Red reported the incident, and the agency was swift enough to intercept the report and were able to examine the damaged semi-truck.
Am I a genius? You know, sometimes my intelligence, it just scares me. I know too much. I really know too much. I expect the agency to come bust down my door any moment now. Oh my god. Matter of fact, agency, hire me.
It was then that the bridgeworm's bud was discovered and
What?
taken into custody. Testing it allowed a lot of information
Why
to
do
be
they call it
discovered
bud?
about the worm. For one thing, it only grows in proportion to the tunnel it is in. The glass tubes we contained it in only let it grow to a 2-foot length, rather than the 30-foot average found in nature.
Whoa, so that's interesting. Apparently, the size of the bridgeworm is limited by the size of the tunnel it lives in. So you could have a super tiny bridgeworm if you have a
Super tiny tunnel.
But what if you have like a huge tunnel? Like, what's the biggest tunnel in the world? Do you guys know? Leave it down below in the comment section. Just imagine the biggest tunnel in the whole world. If you throw in a bridgeworm, how big does it get? Is there like a limit? Or does it literally get just as big as the biggest tunnel? Because that would be crazy. That could literally be a bridgeworm that could swallow a whole building. That's crazy. Did I say that's crazy? Because that's crazy.
An important thing to note is that not once did the bridgeworm attempt to leave its tunnel once it settled. Even when it was physically injured, it wouldn't leave. It can also flatten itself to almost paper thin and adjust its skin to match the tunnel that it makes home.
Wow.
Impacts don't damage it at all because of this, as it can compress with any blow that hits it. Fire doesn't do anything, as the slime that it constantly produces is inflammable.
Okay, so then how the hell are we supposed to kill Bridgeworm? Can we just step on it? I mean, it's too big to step on, but is there any way we can take him down? I just want to know, just in case I ever run into him. And if it's not just a tiny Wait a second. I just realized something. If a Bridgeworm starts out super small, you remember back... Hey, wait, no, wait a second. When's the last time you guys saw a worm? Whoa, I just realized I haven't seen a worm in years. What happened to all the worms outside? Guys, there's a conspiracy going on with worms. What if all the worms are bridgeworms? No, I'm serious right now. I cannot remember the last time I saw a worm outside. Sure, I know what you're thinking.
But Dork, you never leave your house.
I know, but I do get some groceries every now and then. And I haven't seen a worm in like 5 years. When's the last time you saw an actual worm outside? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm really curious. I think we might be onto something here. We might know too much, so keep this a bit hush hush. Keep this within my comment section. Don't go spreading it around, because then I don't want any men in black in front of my door. I don't even remember what I was gonna say before I just got that epiphany, but whatever.
Nor does freezing. Cutting the worm is somewhat effective, but only to the point of reducing the worm's size. The detached piece will grow into a full-sized worm after several weeks. What we did find to work was to either poison its food or, as with other worms, use salt.
Okay, so they did tell us how to take down Bridgeworm. You either poison it, but with what? Can you just use rat poison? Can you just use fast food? Because that's the slow poison that's killing all of us. Fast food. Stop eating fast food. Anyways, so you can do that, or you can use salt. I didn't know salt worked on worms. I thought that was just a snail thing, but the more you learn. Thank you very much.
The salt actually caused the worm to wither and prevented it from healing itself as easily. Plans are made to salt as many tunnels in America as possible, ostensibly in order to improve winter traveling. That, and closing known bridgeworm tunnels for repair, so the agency can starve them.
So the next time you see those trucks with salt, it's not just for the winter, also for, or I should say, against Bridgeworm. So super interesting. We learned a lot about Bridgeworm, but we also learned about some kind of agency. Still want to know more about that thing. So once again, if you guys have any information, leave it down below in the comment section. But hey, that was it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Go check out the original video down below in the description. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Told you I was gonna beg for some more likes. Don't forget to subscribe as well, turn on post notifications, and check out these other videos right here on your screen. Hopefully I will see all of you next time. Dark signing out.